Hello there, welcome back to another video. Today we're checking out Diablo IV pre-release Server Slam on Surface Pro 8 with i5, that's the i5 1135G7 with Intel Iris Xe, and 16 gigs of RAM. The game itself is installed on an external SSD and the Surface is connected to power with no additional cooling. First off, kudos to Blizzard. The Server Slam seems to be a great success, and Diablo's servers were holding up great. I was prepared to run into long waiting times when trying to log into the game, but 2 days in, I've yet to see even one queue. Let's start things off with the settings. As you can see, the game only supports playing in windowed full screen or windowed mode. Since the display is still set to its full resolution of 2880 by 1920, let's turn down the resolution percentage to 50. You know what, let's first try Fidelity FX on performance mode and see what we'll get. Setting the max foreground FPS to 120 seems kind of redundant in retrospect, but why not? Quality preset is automatically set to low, as you can see the settings here, and we're gonna keep that. I've already finished the first part of the game in town, so we'll pick up a little after the first boss fight, where we're going to escort an NPC. Performance isn't great with these settings. We're getting frame rates of low 20 with stutters, and dropping below in even small fights. We can also see signs of graphical glitches. More on that in a moment. Instead of Fidelity FX, let's try resolution scale at 70%. And this is where the glitches get ugly. A red texture is obfuscating the world and the character menu is completely bugged out. It seems that changing the resolution or scaling while in the game makes things worse. After fiddling about a bit, it did get a little bit better, but there are still major errors on our avatar in the character menu. The FPS meanwhile have gone up nicely. We're seeing 50s while running, 40s while fighting. Absolutely playable. So, while the game seems playable, the graphical issues are a bit of a problem. Let's try to fix that by downloading the latest Intel Arc and Iris Xe drivers. One reboot later, let's get back into the settings. There's still no option for exclusive full screen, but I've changed the desktop resolution to 1920 by 1200. While we're at it, let's also lower the resolution percentage to 66. Seems appropriate, considering the game. Unfortunately, the issue seems to stick around, as you can see from the profile picture and the weird shadow on the character. Meanwhile, the in-game frame rate with these settings are around 50-ish, but the glitches persist here as well. There is some choppiness, but that seems to happen only when encountering the first enemies. Changing the resolution scale again introduces more graphical issues in-game. The same happens when we exchange the resolution scaling for Fidelity FX. In the end, the best option was to change the settings to something comfortable and then simply quitting and restarting the game. As long as we don't fiddle about, the game's graphical issues seem to be somewhat contained, although still visible in some places. So, is it playable? Yeah, kind of. Performance is great for integrated graphics. The game still looks mostly good, or it would if it weren't for the graphical glitches. Would I recommend it though? From my experience, not yet. Keep in mind though, the game isn't out for about another month, so there's plenty of time for either Intel to optimize their drivers, or Blizzard to patch whatever might be the problem here. For now, I'm looking forward to the full release, and I'm keeping my hopes up that these issues will be sorted out by then. That's it for me, thanks for watching. I hope that was helpful, but if you have any questions, just leave a comment. Also, don't forget to check out Joshua14's channel for coverage on Diablo 4 on the Surface Pro 9 with i7. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Thanks again, see you, and have a great day.